Hii chama ya ODM sasa nasikia iko sheria mbili. Rule number 1, the party leader is right. Rule number 2, in case of doubt, refer to rule number 1.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for your great support. The Cabinet Secretary for Finance, that is John Mbadi, who seems to be more focused on staying in power than serving the people. He is quick to react but very slow to act, always feeling like it is to protect his own interests.
I have come here because I'm emphasizing and supporting the unity of the Luo community and the unity of our party ODM. If there is anyone out there who thinks that the party will be split, that the party will be divided, you are dreaming. We are one people. Just check around the other team and this team. Tell me any leader of substance from ODM coming from Coast who is with them. Tell me any leader of substance coming from Northeastern of ODM who is with them. Tell me any leader of substance from Masai, Turkana who is with them. Tell me any leader of substance from Luoland who is with them. ODM is united or not united.
And John Mbadi, whose key agenda since the demise of their long-serving party leader has only been forcing the ODM supporters to unite, claiming that if they don't unite, he will lose his job as a cabinet secretary.
Naona watu wengine wanatangatanga kwa streets. Wana ODM hawako kwa street. The real ODM are in the villages. And they're the people we are talking with today. And the real supporters of ODM have decided that we are giving Ruto a second term. And we are not just giving Ruto a second term for the sake of it. Ruto has done wonders for the economy of this country. This economy was on its knees. When President Uhuru Kenyatta left office, hata yeye mwenyewe anajua. Our economy was in tatters. We were predicted to be one of the economies that was going to fail. 6 economies in Africa. Because of President Ruto working together with people like John Mbadi. Today, the whole world is saying that Kenyan economy is stronger than it was in 2022, 2023. The road sector, which was on its knees, all road construction in the country had stalled because of good strategy and thinking from us, led by President Ruto. And I'm leading the treasury. Today, all road contractors in the country have been paid and they're back to the roads. And therefore, those people who are saying that Ruto will not get Tutam, you are on your own. You can do whatever you want. You can incite people. You can incite youth in the street. But the truth of the matter is that the people of Kenya, and the majority of them, are going to vote Ruto a second.
Mbadi needs to wake up and smell the coffee. It is time to listen, not time to act. And actually, I have observed something from John Mbadi, which I can say, and it is that John Mbadi is not a leader. Maybe they used to force leadership because of Raila Odinga, but he is a profession. And why do I say that? A leader is someone who can listen to his people and perform the duties considering the mwananchi. But a profession is that one person who only focuses on how his qualification can benefit him or her and how that his or her qualification can continue benefiting him. And that is how John Mbadi has been behaving, meaning if we look at leadership potential in John Mbadi, there is nothing like that. And I used to think that John Mbadi can be a very good leader But since the demise of Raila Odinga, I've come to realize that Raila used to deal with some incompetent leaders under leadership. And I want you to look at this. There is a war here of succession. And if you only think it is Babu Owino who fights for it, then there are some giants here fighting for it. And I want you to listen to how the energy CS, Opiyo Wandayi, reacted after Yvonne asked him this question.
Cabinet member from Lower Nyanza. Now, our spot check shows that you also come from the same region and that you are also a cabinet secretary. Do you consider Mbadi your senior in cabinet in the region?
I cannot answer that question. No, it's not important what I consider myself to be. Yes.
Do you consider him your senior?
I'm saying I'm declining your invitation to delve into that matter.
Why?
It's not important. Yes.
So do you think what his declaration the other day, do you think that's not important?
No, I don't think it's a matter that requires my comment. People express their views every day, Yvonne, really. You want me to start analyzing everybody's view here? Really.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to humbly request you that if you're watching this podcast and you've not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel and activate the notification for more updates. Like our videos and comment to show your support to our work. You can also share the video as well. We will appreciate for your support. And to those who have already subscribed to the channel, we say thank you very much. Now, I have been watching John Mbadi and I'm worried that he has lost that connection with ordinary Kenyans, and his actions feel like they are benefiting some few selected people. And his wish all the time is that he is the one to become the topmost Luo leader, whom when there is a problem in politics, is the one to be approached. And he is the one to lead the community into negotiations with those leaders in power. And I want to tell you this. Letting leaders like John Mbadi, Opiyo Wandayi, Junnet Mohammed, Gladys Wanga, and Oburu Oginga, let me add Ali Hassan Joho, letting such like leaders to lead a community into negotiations is like taking a dog and directing it to where there are rabbits, because these people, they will only look at their benefits but not the benefits of the people. You know, if you take a dog to where rabbits are, the dog will eat the rabbits. Seeing that, the dog fills its stomach, but the rabbits will not be given that security, considering that they also have their families and they should take care of their families. That is what John Mbadi and the other leaders who have also mentioned there can do if they've been left to lead the communities into negotiations. They cannot look at what about that ordinary citizen who is doing his sugarcane farming, and the sugarcane is being taken, but the person does not get the salary. What about that ordinary citizen who is there as a border person, but at night, while getting back home, he gets to be attacked on the way because of insecurity? How can I improve that? They cannot look at that. Yes, we know leaders are not supposed to be putting food onto our tables. But what they should ensure is that they try to easen that way of us getting the food.
Kuna wale wanasema chama cha chungwa inasambaratika. Wacha niseme nikiwa hapa Nyakwere, Karachuonyo, boda ya Kisumu na Homa Bay. ya kwamba chama cha ODM kiko imara. Tuko na wabunge zaidi ya 100 katika chama chetu. Wabunge ambao wametoka nje ni 5. Wabunge zaidi ya 90 wako pamoja ndani ya chama. Tuko na governors 15 kama chama. Governor ambaye ametoka ni mmoja. Governor 14 wako nyuma ya chama ndani ya broad-based government na Dr. Buru Oginga. Kwa hivyo kusema ya kwamba chama imesambaratika hatusemi ukweli. Kwa sababu watu 5 juu ya 100. Mtu mmoja juu ya 15. Hao wanakaa wanafanya kazi yao pale, tunawaelezea wakimaliza hiyo kazi wakuje, chama itakuwa imara hapa na itakuwa inasonga mbele. Na mwaka ujao chama cha chungwa ndio itakuwa serikali ama itakuwa part of the coalition ambayo itakuwa ndani ya serikali. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.
And if you look at the ODM camp led by Oburu Oginga, you will realize something. They only talk out of emotions. They are very angry. They are not talking as leaders who are capable of leading the people. And I want you to listen to Junnet Mohammed giving a warning to Honorable Millie Odhiambo in the parliament that if Honorable Millie cannot get back to join ODM, or if she cannot get to follow whatever the party wants, then she will be whipped from that position.
Being in a committee is not an entitlement. It is the preserve of the party that sponsors you to take you to the committee that thinks you can serve well. I see the people taking the committee as an entitlement. It's not a right. It's not a right. What is right to you is your election, that you are elected as a member of parliament. When you come here, it is your party that decides which committee you'll serve in. It's like the appointment of cabinet in the executive. So those people who are masquerading here thinking that they have an entitlement to any committee, we will deal with you thoroughly. I wish I go back as a whip. You know, I left my job of whipping long time. When I was a whip, Mr. Speaker, I used to be a very dangerous man. You remember last parliament, Mr. Speaker? Those people who are joking around with the party, by now, ningenyo bila maji. Mr. Speaker, we need to, Mr. Speaker, my whip also is trying. She has tried to balance things. The last 10 days, she has sleepless nights trying to balance interest here and there. I don't envy her work. This morning, I had a meeting with her. We discussed. But, I am the one now who can give an early warning to people who are misbehaving, Mr. Speaker. We have given you a warning. I'm serving a warning, Mr. Speaker, as the leader of minority on my side. Anyone who will not adhere to the party line, Mr. Speaker, you will end up relinquishing your committee seat to a lesser one, Mr. Speaker, so that you get to know that it is the party that rewards people to sit in committees. With those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, I second.
What is it, Millie?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm glad that the minority leader has actually acknowledged that I should have been the minority leader and he the whip. Because the whip actually has the power of the pen. And me, I don't like the power of the pen. Me, I don't want power. He's the one who wants power. So, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker.
Now, William Ruto once said this.
Hii chama wakati tulianzisha ilikuwa chama ya demokrasia. Sasa imekuwa dini ya sanamu. Usipoabudu mtu fulani unakimbizwa. Usipofanya hii unafukuzwa. Yaani sasa imekuwa kama ile chama ya Bunwasi. Ukubaliwi kuuliza swali. Ukiwa na maoni tofauti ni makosa. Ukijaribu kuuliza swali unafukuzwa. Sasa hii ni nini? Hii chama ya ODM sasa nasikia iko sheria mbili. Rule number 1, the party leader is right. Rule number 2, in case of doubt, refer to rule number 1.
And if you look at keenly, that is what is going on in ODM. Yes, that is what is going on in ODM party, because other leaders feel like if you don't support whatever the party wants, then you should not be in the party, or you should not belong to the party, because we are heading this direction, but you want us to go this direction because you have a sense or a feeling that we need to do this and this because of that, then you are wrong and you need not to be in the party. And you know, Raila used to say that he will not prevent the person from saying it, but he will defend his right or her right to say it. Yeah, you have the right to say whatever you have, and it should not be taken as a discrimination if you say what your mind has. And that is why you used to see during his time, ODM party used to run smoothly because he gave chance for the people or the leaders to say whatever they had and find a way of solving the issue. Not this one, that if you say what you have in mind, then you are being thrown out of the party because those leaders now feel you are trying to diminish them and they should find a way of getting you out of the party. And the reason why the party, ODM, will not be a party even after 2027 general elections is that the leaders in ODM party right now under the camp led by Oburu Oginga are in denial of the reality. And because of that, they have failed to read the mood of the people correctly. And instead of them reacting, they are acting, you see? Instead of them reacting, they are acting, seeming like, you know, we don't feel sorry about anything going on.
We have no regret for being in the broad-based government because our partnership and friendship with His Excellency William Ruto, together with our Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, has shown us results here.
Because they feel they have all the powers, so an ordinary citizen cannot control them. But they are forgetting, in 2027, we will have general elections, and we will be there to elect from the president to the member of county assembly. I heard Gladys Wanga saying that they have 100 members of parliament. Let me tell you, you see those 100 members of parliament, maybe 30% of them will be re-elected. Maybe 30% of them. Who told them that all those 100 MPs will retain their seats in 2027? None of them, I don't think. Because most of them were among the affordable members of parliament who, during that finance bill, they were against the people. So the people have it that these ones are betrayers. They betrayed us. They didn't stand with us, or they didn't stand for us because we elected them to represent us. But getting there, they went their own directions. So the people really have it in mind and they cannot forget.